Commander Jinsu Park adjusted her uniform as she walked up the long crystal pathway to the Galactic Council chambers. The massive doors, carved from materials unknown on Earth, towered 30 meters high. They opened silently despite their weight, revealing the circular hall where representatives from over 200 star systems gathered. Jinsu felt the stares as she entered, some curious, most dismissive. Humans were newcomers to galactic society, having achieved faster-than-light travel only 50 years ago. What the aliens didn't know was that Earth had discovered the principles of FTL travel nearly 2 centuries earlier. "The representative from Earth may approach," announced the moderator, a tall being with translucent skin that revealed pulsing organs beneath. Jinsu walked to the center platform, her footsteps echoing in the sudden quiet. The gravity felt slightly stronger here, a subtle attempt to make Earth's delegate uncomfortable. She had trained for this, spending months in variable gravity chambers. "Earth formally requests full membership in the Galactic Commonwealth," she stated, her voice clear and strong. A rumble of conversation broke out. Some delegates leaned forward with interest. Others made sounds that Jinsu's translator identified as laughter. Ambassador Dorn of the Brack Empire rose from his seat. His species resembled mantises, standing over 2 meters tall with complex mouthparts that clicked as he spoke. "The Council recognizes Ambassador Dorn," said the moderator. "Esteemed colleagues," Dorn began, "I find this request amusing. Humans have barely established a functional colony on their neighboring planet. Their ships are slow and poorly armed. They have no meaningful contribution to make to our Commonwealth." Jinsu maintained her calm expression while silently noting how the Brack ambassador emphasized Earth's supposed weaknesses. Intelligence reports suggested the Brack had been expanding their territory aggressively in recent decades. Another delegate, a gelatinous being from the Mira Collective, pulsed with blue light. "Perhaps the humans could share their entertainment broadcasts. My people find their reality shows fascinating studies in primitive social dynamics." More laughter rippled through the chamber. Jinsu had been briefed to expect this reaction. Earth's carefully crafted image as a technologically mediocre civilization was working perfectly. For generations, humanity had shown the galaxy only what they wanted seen: outdated propulsion systems, basic weapons technology, and limited industrial capacity in space. "Earth acknowledges its developing status," Jinsu responded with practiced humility. "We seek to learn from the Commonwealth's collective wisdom." The moderator raised a limb for silence. "The Council will now vote on Earth's petition for full membership." Holographic displays appeared before each delegate. Jinsu watched the results tally in real time. The outcome was never in doubt. By majority decision, Earth's request for full membership is denied. Observer status will continue for a minimum of 50 standard cycles. Ambassador Dorn approached Jinsu after the session. Up close, his chitinous exoskeleton gleamed with embedded technology far more advanced than his public diplomatic attire suggested. "Do not be discouraged, human," he said, mandibles clicking softly. "Your species is young. The Brack Empire plans to conduct military exercises near your solar system next month. Perhaps we could arrange an observation opportunity for your military leaders. They might learn valuable lessons." Jinsu bowed slightly. "Earth would be honored by such an opportunity, Ambassador." "Excellent. Our fleet will demonstrate proper tactical formations in your outer system. We find that primitive species often benefit from witnessing true power. It helps them understand their place." As the Brack ambassador walked away, Jinsu's expression remained neutral. The threat was thinly veiled, a show of force disguised as an educational exercise. Back on her ship, Jinsu removed the recording devices from her uniform and encrypted her report for transmission to Earth. The Galactic Council meeting had confirmed their suspicions. The Brack Empire was planning something more than simple exercises. "Transmission secure, Commander," said her communications officer, Hyunki Kwon Jinsu, nodded. "Send the authorization code. 3 words only. Initiate protocol revelation." Hyunki's eyes widened slightly, but he entered the command. Deep within Earth's moon, beneath the tourist facilities and research stations, Massive doors began to open in long-abandoned mining tunnels. On Mars, what appeared to be simple habitation domes shifted, revealing launch facilities. Throughout the asteroid belt, mining operations suddenly changed configuration. And in the outer solar system, particularly within the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, the largest secret in human history stirred to life. Earth's hidden fleet, constructed over generations, prepared to emerge. The aliens thought humans were technological children. They would soon learn how wrong they were. Chief Engineer Tae-Wan Kim floated through the massive underground hangar, his magnetic boots engaging occasionally to guide his path. Around him, hundreds of workers moved with purpose across the largest shipbuilding facility in human history. Few people alive knew this place existed. The installation had been carved inside Europa, Jupiter's ice-covered moon, 200 years ago. The official records showed only a small research outpost on the surface. Below, hidden from prying sensors, stretched 50 kilometers of construction bays where Earth's secret fleet took shape. Tae-Wan stopped before the newest vessel. The EDF Dauntless gleamed under the artificial lights, its hull made from materials no other species in the galaxy had yet developed. Unlike the crude ships Earth showed to alien visitors, this craft featured technology centuries ahead of what humanity publicly admitted to possessing. "Final systems check complete, Chief," called out Engineer Minji Ryu, floating up from an access panel. "Quantum shielding is operating at 100% capacity." Tae-Wan nodded. "And the phase drive, ready for full deployment. This ship could reach the Andromeda Galaxy in under a month if needed." A small smile touched Tae-Wan's lips. The phase drive was perhaps humanity's greatest achievement, a propulsion system that didn't just bend space like conventional alien drives but temporarily shifted the vessel into an adjacent dimension where distance worked differently. His communication device chimed. "Kim here." Director Ha-Yoon Lee's face appeared on the small screen. Even through the digital display, her intensity came through clearly. "The Brack fleet has crossed Neptune's orbit. 17 capital ships with escort vessels. That's 3 more capital ships than their announced exercise required," Tae-Wan noted. "Exactly. Their official communication claims they're conducting standard maneuvers, but their formation suggests offensive positioning." Tae-Wan moved to a quieter corner of the hangar. "Has the council been informed?" "Yes. They've accepted the Brack explanation without question. Several council members suggested we should be grateful for the opportunity to witness advanced fleet operations." The chief engineer wasn't surprised. For centuries, Earth had been gathering intelligence on the political structures of the galaxy. The Galactic Commonwealth presented itself as a peaceful cooperative of species, but Earth's leaders had identified the power dynamics at work. Older, technologically advanced species like the Brack often protected younger civilizations, a protection that inevitably led to resource exploitation and cultural domination. "How much time do we have?" he asked. "At their current speed, 5 days until they reach Jupiter's orbit. The Brack commander has invited Earth to send an observer ship to watch their demonstration." Tae-Wan looked around at the massive hangar, at the ships that represented generations of secret work. "Then it's time?" Ha-Yoon's expression was solemn. "Yes. The President has authorized protocol revelation. The deception ends now." After the communication ended, Tae-Wan gathered his senior staff. 20 engineers stood before him, representing teams that totaled over 40,000 workers across the solar system. "Protocol revelation has been authorized," he announced. "Prepare all vessels for emergency deployment." The room fell silent. These men and women had spent their entire careers building ships they never expected to see in action during their lifetimes. "How many are combat ready?" asked Deputy Chief Sang-Hoon Park. 314 vessels across all classes," Tae-Wan replied. "Enough to defend the system and demonstrate our true capabilities." As his team dispersed to their stations, Tae-Wan moved to the main control center carved into Europa's bedrock. Technicians worked frantically, sending encrypted commands throughout the solar system. On display screens, he watched as hidden facilities activated across Earth's territory. Beneath the lunar surface, massive hangar doors unsealed for the first Time in decades. In the asteroid belt, mining operations transformed into military bases. On Mars, civilian domes reconfigured to reveal launch facilities. The most dramatic changes happened in the outer system. Europa wasn't the only moon hiding Earth's secrets. Similar bases on Ganymede, Callisto, and several Saturnian moons prepared ships that no alien observer had ever detected. For 2 centuries, while presenting a face of technological mediocrity to the galaxy, humanity had built a fleet in secret. Every alien assessment of Earth's capabilities was based on the primitive ships they were allowed to see. Vessels deliberately designed to appear unsophisticated. Taiwan watched as the Dauntless powered up its systems. Soft blue light pulsed along its hull as the quantum shields activated. Similar reports came in from across the solar system as Earth's hidden fleet prepared to reveal itself. "Send word to all stations," he ordered. "Emergence in 24 hours. The galaxy is about to learn humanity's true strength." Fleet Commander Do-hyun Kang stood on the bridge of the EDF Horizon, his flagship hidden within the shadow of Callisto. Through the viewscreen, he watched the Brack warships arrange themselves near Saturn's rings. Their formation was clearly designed for more than a simple exercise. It was an invasion pattern. "They're broadcasting their tactical display on open channels," reported Navigator Ji Woo-song from her station. Her fingers moved across the holographic controls with practiced efficiency. "They want us to see what we're facing." Do-hyun nodded. "Classic intimidation tactic. Let them believe their show of force is working." The bridge crew worked silently, monitoring the alien fleet's movements. The horizon remained undetected, its advanced cloaking systems making it invisible to conventional sensors. Similar vessels waited throughout the solar system, hidden in places the aliens never thought to look carefully. "Message from Earth Command," announced Communications Officer Yoo-Jin Lee. "The diplomatic shuttle carrying our observers has departed from Mars. It will reach the Brack fleet in 6 hours." Do-hyun studied the tactical display. The small unarmed diplomatic vessel would carry several high-ranking military officials, apparently eager to learn from the superior Brack technology. In reality, they were the final component of humanity's deception. "All ships report ready for emergence," said Executive Officer Soo-min Bae. "Very good." Do-hyun took a deep breath. This moment had been planned for generations. "Begin the countdown. Synchronize with all fleet elements." Throughout the solar system, hidden commanders received the same order. Beneath Mars's surface, 20 heavy cruisers powered up their engines. Among the asteroids, 50 attack frigates disengaged from their camouflage docking stations. Near Earth's moon, 30 defensive vessels prepared to reveal themselves. But the largest concentration remained in the Jovian system. 180 ships of various classes waited in the shadows of Jupiter's many moons, including the massive dreadnoughts that served as the fleet's backbone. "The Brack commander is transmitting to Earth," reported Yoo-jin, playing on speakers. "Attention, Earth authorities," came the clicking, translated voice of the Brack admiral. "Our fleet is in position for tomorrow's tactical demonstration. We trust your observer vessel will arrive promptly to witness proper military procedure. Perhaps in a century or two, your species might develop the capability to field a single ship of comparable class to our smallest vessel." Do-hyun exchanged glances with his executive officer. The condescension was expected, even useful. "Time to emergence 30 minutes, announced the tactical officer. On the main viewscreen, Do-hyun watched as the small Earth diplomatic shuttle approached the Brack fleet. It looked pathetically vulnerable, exactly as intended. "The shuttle is transmitting the recognition signal," said Yoo-jin. Do-hyun nodded. "Prepare for emergence. All ships, power to full combat systems." Throughout the solar system, humanity's hidden fleet came to life. Engines that had never been used outside of testing now glowed with controlled power. Weapon systems, far more advanced than anything Earth had publicly demonstrated, charged to full capacity. 10 minutes to emergence," announced the tactical officer. On the diplomatic shuttle, Admiral Mi Cha-yoon would be giving the Brack commander the impression of awe and submission, while secretly monitoring the countdown. 5 minutes. The bridge. Crew tensed with anticipation. Many had trained their entire careers for this moment, aboard ships that had never left their hidden docks. 1 minute. Do-hyun straightened his uniform. Send the activation code. 3 words. Humanity stands revealed. At precisely the same moment, throughout the solar system, Earth's hidden fleet emerged from concealment. Near Mars, cruisers rose, from underground hangars breaking through the thin Martian soil in perfect formation. Among the asteroids, attack vessels disengaged their camouflage systems. Near Earth's moon, defensive ships powered up their engines, becoming visible to shocked lunar colonists who had never suspected their presence. And in the outer system, the main battle fleet emerged from hiding places within and behind Jupiter's moons. The horizon led the way, its massive form materializing seemingly from empty space as the cloaking systems deactivated. On the Brack command ship, alarms blared as sensors detected hundreds of vessels appearing throughout the solar system. The Brack admiral stared in disbelief at the tactical display showing advanced warships where none should exist. Impossible, he exclaimed. Where did they get such technology? Admiral Mi Cha-yoon, standing on the bridge of the Brack flagship as an observer, allowed herself a small smile. Perhaps we're not as primitive as you believed. Do-hyun watched on the view screen as the Brack fleet hurriedly adjusted position, clearly caught off guard by the sudden appearance of a human armada that dwarfed their own. Open a channel to the Brack flagship, he ordered. When the connection was established, Do-hyun addressed the alien commander directly. This is Fleet Commander Do-hyun Kang of Earth Defense Force. For 2 centuries we have watched and waited. While building in secret, your fleet has entered restricted space. You have 2 options. Withdraw immediately, or learn firsthand what human technology is truly capable of. The stunned silence from the Brack commander was answer enough. Admiral, Sunmi Choi watched the Brack fleet from the bridge of her flagship, the EDF Sentinel. The alien vessels had rearranged into a defensive formation after the shocking emergence of Earth's hidden armada. Their initial confusion had given way to obvious tension as they assessed the unexpected threat. They're scanning us, reported Sensor Officer Junho Beck. Their systems are struggling to analyze our hull composition. Sunmi nodded. Let them look. They won't understand what they're seeing. The Sentinel was the most advanced warship ever built by human hands. Its hull contained materials developed in secret laboratories, designed to absorb or deflect energy weapons, while remaining lightweight and maneuverable. The propulsion system operated on principles the Brack scientists had never considered. Most importantly, its defensive systems could adapt to any attack pattern they encountered. The Brack commander is hailing us, said Communications Officer Yoon-ji Shin. On screen, Sunmi ordered. The view screen displayed the Brack admiral's insectoid features. His mandibles clicked rapidly in what Sunmi recognized as agitation. This is Admiral Dorn of the Brack Empire. Explain yourselves immediately. These vessels were not disclosed to the Galactic Commonwealth. Your deception violates multiple treaties. Sunmi kept her expression neutral. This is Admiral Sunmi Choi of Earth Defense Force. Your fleet has entered restricted space without proper authorization. We are simply responding to your uninvited presence in our system. The Brack Admiral's compound eyes seemed to flash with anger. Earth has no defense force of this magnitude. These ships cannot possibly be yours. We chose to hide our capabilities while we assess the true nature of galactic politics, Sunmi explained. Your unannounced exercise confirms our caution was warranted. The alien commander's mandibles clicked faster. The Commonwealth will hear of this deception. Your species will be sanctioned. Perhaps, Sunmi replied calmly. But first you must withdraw your fleet beyond Neptune's orbit. You have 30 minutes to comply. After the transmission ended, Executive Officer Jae-sung Park approached her. Do you think they'll withdraw? Sunmi studied the tactical display. No. Their pride won't allow it. Prepare all ships for potential engagement. Throughout Earth's fleet, crews readied for possible combat. Most had never expected to use their training in actual battle. Now they faced an enemy that had underestimated humanity for generations. 25 minutes later, long-range sensors detected new energy signatures at the edge of the solar system. Multiple ships emerging from faster-than-light travel, reported Jun-Ho. Brak reinforcements. 7 more, capital ships with escorts. Sunmi frowned. This was more than a simple exercise. The Brak had planned a show of force that could quickly become an actual invasion. Admiral Dorn is hailing again, said Yunji. The Brak commander appeared on screen, his posture now aggressive. As you can see, Admiral Choi, we have additional vessels joining our exercise. You have 2 options. Stand down and accept Commonwealth inspection of your illegal fleet, or face the consequences of your deception. Sunmi did not hesitate. Your reinforcements reveal your true intentions, Admiral. This was never a simple exercise. She signaled to her tactical officer, who understood immediately. Earth's fleet began executing a perfect envelopment maneuver, surrounding the Brak vessels with practiced precision. I will give you the same courtesy you offered us, Sunmi said. 30 minutes to withdraw all ships from our system. The Brak commander ended the transmission without responding. Minutes later, several Brak vessels fired warning shots, energy, beams that passed deliberately close to Earth's smaller ships. They're testing our reactions, Jae-sung observed. Sunmi nodded. Show them our shields. When the next volley came, targeted directly at an Earth frigate, the vessel did not attempt to evade. Instead, its adaptive shields activated, absorbing the energy completely with no apparent damage. The Brak fleet paused, clearly reassessing their strategy. Then, as if reaching a decision, 3 of their warships advanced, weapons fully charged. They're targeting the Sentinel, Jun-Ho reported. Sunmi remained calm. Activate phase shift defenses. Prepare countermeasures, but do not fire unless fired upon. The Brak ships released a coordinated barrage of energy weapons. The beams struck the Sentinel's shields, which shimmered briefly before absorbing the attack completely. Some of the energy was redirected into the ship's own power systems, actually strengthening its defenses. No damage, reported the defensive systems officer. Shields at 105% capacity after energy conversion. On the view screen, Sunmi could see the Brak commanders conferring urgently. They had just witnessed technology they couldn't understand. Shields that grew stronger when attacked. Open a channel, Sunmi ordered. When Admiral Dorn appeared, his composure had visibly faltered. Your weapons cannot harm our vessels, Sunmi stated simply. We developed these technologies in secret while you believed us primitive. This is your final warning. Withdraw from our solar system or we will demonstrate our offensive capabilities as well. The Brak commander stared silently for a moment before responding. This is not over, human. The Commonwealth will hear of your treachery. They will hear of your attempted intimidation as well, Sunmi countered. Now leave our space. Slowly, reluctantly, the Brak fleet began to retreat. Their planned show of force had become a humiliating withdrawal. As Sunmi watched them depart, she knew the greater confrontation was just beginning. Earth's secret was revealed, and the galaxy would never view humanity the same way again. Jin-Soo Park entered the Galactic Council chambers for the 2nd time in a month. Unlike her previous visit when she had walked alone, today she led a full delegation of Earth's leaders. Admiral Sunmi Choi and Fleet Commander Do-hyun Kang walked on her left, while Director Ha-Yoon Lee and Chief Engineer Taiwan Kim followed, on her right. Behind them came scientists, diplomats, and military officers representing Earth's hidden technological programs. The chamber fell silent as they entered. Representatives from 200 star systems watched with a mixture of shock, curiosity, and in some cases, clear apprehension. News of Earth's hidden fleet and its confrontation with the Brak had spread throughout the galaxy. The moderator, seemingly less imposing than before, gestured toward the speaking platform. The council recognizes the Earth delegation. Jin-Soo stepped forward, her posture straight and confident. Gone was the humble demeanor she had shown in her previous appearance. Esteemed members of the Galactic Commonwealth, she began, her voice carrying throughout the chamber. Earth comes before you today to correct a misconception. For 2 centuries, humanity has presented itself as less advanced than we truly are. Today that deception ends. Murmurs spread through the assembled delegates. The BRAC representatives clicked their mandibles in obvious agitation. "Why would you hide your true capabilities?" asked the representative from the Mira Collective, the same being who had mocked Earth's primitive entertainment broadcasts a month earlier. "When humanity first encountered galactic civilization, we observed how technologically advanced species often treated developing worlds," Jinsu explained. "We saw resource exploitation disguised as development assistance. We witnessed cultural domination presented as guidance. We decided to learn from the galaxy before revealing our true nature." Ambassador Min Ho Yoon stepped forward, activating a holographic display that showed images of Earth's advanced cities, hidden shipyards, and technological achievements. "Humanity has developed along different lines than most Commonwealth species," he explained. "While you focused on standard faster-than-light travel, we explored phase-shifting technology. While you developed energy weapons, we created adaptive defense systems. We chose different paths, not because we rejected your knowledge, but because we sought alternatives you hadn't considered." The council chamber remained unusually quiet as the Earth delegation shared more details of humanity's true capabilities. Jinsu noticed how the representatives from smaller, less powerful worlds seemed especially interested. The BRAC ambassador finally rose to speak. "This deception violates the Commonwealth Charter. Earth deliberately misrepresented its technological level. They should face sanctions, not be rewarded with attention." Admiral Sunmi Choi stepped forward. "The BRAC speak of violations while their fleet entered our system with invasion formations disguised as exercises. Our sensors recorded everything, including the arrival of their reinforcements and their unprovoked attack on our vessels. The evidence was presented on the chamber's display systems, detailed scans showing the BRAC fleet's offensive positioning and their first strikes against Earth ships." Jinsu addressed the council again. "Earth does not seek dominance or control. Unlike some Commonwealth members, we do not believe technological superiority grants the right to dictate to others." She activated another holographic display showing Earth's proposed revisions to the Galactic Charter. The document emphasized mutual respect regardless of technological development, protected the autonomy of all member worlds, and created safeguards against exploitation. "We offer a new foundation for cooperation," Jinsu continued, "one based on respect rather than intimidation." The council debated for hours. The BRAC and their allies argued against Earth's proposals, while many smaller worlds spoke in favor. Several delegates who had previously dismissed humans now sought private meetings with Earth representatives. By the session's end, the council had agreed to form a special committee to consider Earth's charter revisions. More significantly, they voted to grant Earth full membership status immediately, something that had been denied just a month earlier. As the Earth delegation departed the chamber, they were approached by representatives from a dozen worlds seeking technological partnerships and diplomatic relations. "They fear us now," Do-hyun observed quietly. Jinsu shook her head. "Some do. Others respect us. What matters is that they can no longer dismiss us." 3 months later, the Galactic Commonwealth adopted most of Earth's proposed charter revisions. The new agreement established principles protecting developing worlds from exploitation and recognizing the right of all species to develop along their own technological paths. The BRAC Empire's influence diminished as numerous worlds, previously intimidated by their military might, aligned themselves with Earth instead. Humanity's adaptive shield technology and phase-shifting propulsion systems became particularly sought after, though Earth shared these advances selectively and only with peaceful partners. In the Great Library of the Commonwealth, new educational programs were established. Alien scholars studied human history with newfound respect, particularly the 2 centuries during which humanity had quietly built its strength while appearing weak. A popular exhibit featured a simple Earth diplomatic shuttle alongside images of the massive hidden fleet it had concealed. The display's title, written in multiple galactic languages, read, "The Species That Waited." On Earth itself, children finally learned the full truth in their history classes. The long deception was over. Humanity had emerged from hiding to take its place among the stars, not as a primitive newcomer to be guided, but as an equal power that had chosen its moment to reveal its true strength.